reading bad reviews of things that you like and good reviews of things you don't like. Oddball Reviews. Please don't harass the reviewers in this video. Thank you. So yeah, we're here trying out something new. And I'm going to try reading some reviews. I like reading reviews. Listen, I'm a weird person. I like doing weird things like reading reviews of people who have different opinions. Because sometimes it's mildly amusing. Now, the first episode, we're going to be reading the reviews for Balatro. If you don't know, Balatro was Game of the Year or something. I don't know, you might have heard of it. You might have put 1,000,000 hours into it. Maybe. I, too, have played Balatro. How many hours have I put in Balatro? Huh? Let us see. As of this moment right now, I have put 96 hours into it. So, a couple. I mean, not a lot. I'm okay at the game. I'm not great. But why do people not like this game? It's a game that I think anyone can play. You got poker hands. Do you know poker hands? And can you click and drag things around? You don't even really need the drag. You just have to... No, I guess you do a little bit of dragging. Yeah, you do a tiny little bit of dragging. But mostly can you click and drag. I think even me, Ma, at the retirement home, they could play this and go, oh, I got DNA. Hell yeah. But why do people not like this? Well, let us head over here and find out. I understand I'm going against the consensus here, but I honestly find Balatro pretty boring. Said core gameplay loop is very dry. Like a combination of solitaire and a cookie clicker type game. What kind of cookie clicker type games are you playing? Usually what happens in cookie clicker is you click the cookie a couple times and you buy upgrades, and then you get to a point where it just kind of runs itself, and number wing math, just keeps getting higher and higher, and you just keep making more and more stuffs. Or cookie clicker type game. Or do you mean cookie cutter type game? Because that is a little different. If old maid gets your blood pumping, then you may feel differently. Pardon me, this is fucking poker? What old maid? Hold on. I've never played old maid. Oh, you start out by removing three queens from a standard deck of 52 cards. Just like, Player cuts the deal cards equally face down. This doesn't sound anything of what we're looking at. I'm not reading all that, though. This is not a how to play old maid video. It's a freaking Balatro oddball review video. Alright? The luck/skill weighting is heavily weighted towards luck. What cards you draw, what jokers you find, what boss binds you encounter. With most roguelites I've played, it's entirely possible to beat a run while taking no buffs using your knowledge and skill. I mean, there's a lot of roguelikes where that isn't true at all. You're reliant on having okay luck, which is fair. That's the principle of roguelikes. I mean, I've gotten decently far in shitty runs, but there is a point where you need like a decent joker or two to progress. Is it possible to beat a run using a standard deck and no jokers, planets, and tarots? I mean, that's the game. You need jokers to progress, because number go up. How you make number go up? You get jokers to increase your number. I won't say the game lacks depth. Poker/solitaire has always been cleverly taken to its most extreme conclusion. It's just when the entity of these card games are explored, the results aren't very interesting. The least interesting card game out there. Balatro is a game whose main enjoyment stems from seeing number get bigger and that little dopamine kick when you find a foiled card in a pack of Pokemon cards. Wow, man, now you're just off the thing. Like, foil cards are good, but they're not like amazing. You want those freaking you want polychrome cards. If you want a skill-based roguelike, go play Binding of Isaac. If you want a deck builder, go play Slay the Spire. If you want poker, a deck of cards is about 1/20th the price of this game. Guess I'm not the target audience. All right. Man, this is a great game. King of Spades, great card. Queen of Hearts, great card. Two of Clubs, great card. Three of Diamonds, great card. Wow, this is way better than Balatro. I don't know what you're talking about. This is way better. Just think about all the things I can do with this. With this deck of cards that is legitimately a deck of cards. This is so cool, guys. I could have spent, it's like $15 or whatever on Balatro, or I could have gotten this cool deck of playing cards. Wow. I feel like I'm really accomplishing a lot in my life. In the spirit of this game's gambling mechanic, I flipped a coin to see if I should leave a positive or negative review. Everyone loves this game for some reason. I can't understand why. I tried searching Balatro bad game, and I didn't like Balatro, and the results are I love Balatro so bad. Or I didn't think I would like Balatro this much. This game is a strategy game that looks like a casino. What they forgot to tell you is that it's actually a casino pretending to be a strategy game that looks like a casino. When you first launch the game, you will think, oh, this is really cool. I'll have to make a decision on whether I want/have to greed for better hands or go with something that's easier to make. No, you don't. Once you buy your first Joker/Planet cards, those specific hands, you'll be effectively locked in that particular hand for the rest of the run. If you want to go for any consistency, the entire way through you will play pairs, 2 pairs, and high cards, and maybe a flush if you're feeling fancy. Uh-oh. There are no other hands you can realistically expect to repeat in a standard deck. Have you not seen the checker deck? That checker deck is all about getting flushes. Making pairs out of playing cards is not very fun, and you can buy a deck of cards much cheaper if you want to do that instead. Another guy that wants you to buy a physical set of playing cards. Listen, just buy a deck of cards. It's better than buying how much is Balatro? How much is Balatro? Balatro is normally $15 right now. It's $13. Well, it depends. Some looks like they're normally $10 on sale for $4. Or depending on what deck of cards you're getting, you may actually be paying more than the price. That's good value. Pure, unadulterated brain rot. You can have fun for a while, but once you've played around with all the jokers, found your favorite deck, and beat through the challenges that don't suck, got the feasible achievements, you will find there's nothing left to do but rot like flesh from our bones. You will find yourself with YouTube on one monitor and Balatro on another, and there will be no joy. There will be no joy. Hey, if you have freaking, I don't know, like music going on another YouTube browser, there's no fun to be had. This is not a chill game. This is not a fun game. No chill. That's quite fine. Having something to unwind and be carefree with while just wasting the day away is a fine thing every now and then. Just make sure it stays every now again thing. And for fuck's sakes, I assume that's what they said. No, it isn't a game of the year. Quit being a fucking degenerate and go play an actual game that tells you a story and teaches you shit and makes you feel actual emotions. He wanted a story in Balatro. He wanted the Joker to be like, I have news for you, my child. You are actually my son. I had to give you up for adoption because I didn't make enough chips on the boss blind. Oh no. I didn't make enough chips on the boss blind. I'm sorry, son. I tried. I wanted to feel emotions, but I didn't. I just saw numbers. Oh, alright, this is very fair. Fantastic game, but it randomly wiped my save file. Super demotivating. That's fair. You lose and get bad shop RNG. You lose if you get bad boss RNG. You lose if you get bad hand RNG. You're bored if you get good shop RNG. What? You're bored if you get good boss RNG. You get bored if you get good hand RPG. Under ideal circumstances, you play the same hand over and over again. If mindlessly playing the same 24 hands sounds good to you, then please get a loved one and manage your finances. Hey, I like reading, just like boring books. Hey, Mr. Boring Book Guy, get your fucking finances in line, alright? Mr. Boring Book Guy, fuck you. Manage your finances. That's such a weird insult. I mean, everyone needs to manage everyone needs to manage their finances to some level, unless they don't have any. Time to check out Metacritic. Don't buy this. It's just poker with extra I think he meant heroin, like the drug, and not heroin, like a lady hero. For gambling addicts. Calling this a video game is insulting all games that do have art, music, and actual gameplay. It has the first two. It has art and music in it. The Joker hands are art. And there's like that cool like wavy background, but I guess that's not hard enough for this guy. He wants like art that you could put on a wall. This is a cheap casino game or an early 2000 mobile game at best. So like Snake? I'm pretty sure Snake's better. I'm pretty sure this is better than Snake. I don't know. Like you could play this more times than Snake. Just buy a deck of cards. It'll have a ton more gameplay. Another person that wants you to buy a real deck of cards. What is wrong with you here? Go play a real deck of cards. How you like them apples? Just buy a deck of cards. You will have a ton more gameplay and it will cost a lot cheaper. Biggest fraud of the year. Refund this after about an hour. It's just poker with RNG mechanics. I mean, that's what the game is. The fact that the game was $10 is a pure ripoff? I'm never listening to another Gen Z reviewer ever again. They're easily entertained. Weirdly unacceptable. Hey, try this game. It's super addictive. Weirdly acceptable. Hey, try this game. You'll start brushing your teeth and maintaining friendships. That you can listen. You can play this game and brush your teeth, all right? And you can have friendships while playing this game. In fact, you can talk your friends into playing it, and you can have a cool conversation between the two of you where you're like, "Hey, I got to this ante and this boss plan sucked," and then they say, "Yeah," then I got this card and that card. And then friendship deepened from the combined playing of Balatro, maybe. This roguelike has permanent unlocks, but no permanent upgrades. As a card game, it's a fairly simple one in its core. You can only get marginally better. Count properties, prioritize monies, utilize synergy of end runs of your fortes, while outcomes and progressions are determined by luck or its absence. Basically, game is a time killer, and it's just a bit more engaging than the average cookie clicker. This isn't a cookie clicker. Why do people keep saying this is a cookie clicker? Well, you know what? That's a good place to wrap up the first episode of Oddball Reviews. I had fun with that. But also, give Balatro a try. I don't know. It's a good game, and if you don't like it, try it for an hour and refund it. I don't know. But for whatever you do, don't buy an actual deck of cards, because you know what that's going to do? That's going to sit in a corner. And you can look at those cards all day long, and they're not going to make you feel better about yourself. But I hope everyone has a good time, and I'll see you whenever I see you. Bye-bye.